Imagine a little boy sitting on the stand in open court. That's troubling enough. But now imagine that the story he has to tell is one that could rob him of his mother forever.
But is his version of a frantic few minutes the truth, or is it embellished by his 7-year-old imagination or someone else's? A jury will decide, and so can you, as Ashley Banfield brings you into a family drama and a child's mind.
In this courtroom, a life hinges on what a little boy will say.
Now this is a microphone right here, all right?
A.J. Hutto.
How old are you?
7,
And what grade are you in, AJ?
1st grade.
He swears to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Can you tell me what a lie is?
It's not the truth.
A pint-sized star witness in a tragic case that has split a family.
Do you like talking about this?
No, so.
It's the fate of his own mother in his very small hands. Their story begins here in Esto, Florida, population 361. Blink and you'll miss it. Even people who live here say there's not much to see.
You go down the road and to your left, the fire department's there, church, maybe a produce stand, little service station, that's it.
It's just a dot on the map.
What happens in Esto?
Nothing much.
The police blotter's pretty thin.
Yeah, correct.
It was very quiet, very calm.
Did you like living there?
I did. I loved my life. I mean, we were happy.
Living in this modest home, 27-year-old single mother Amanda Lewis, her 7-year-old daughter Adriana, and 6-year-old son AJ. Adriana, she calls the attention seeker.
She was a happy child. She was very outgoing, very hyper. She looked like me, she acted like me. She was headstrong like me. She was like my walking shadow.
And AJ, the calmer and more relaxed half-brother.
He was quiet. He could sit in the corner and play by himself and be content and happy.
How often would people tell you, that boy is adorable?
All the time.
August 8, 2007 would be their last day together. A nurse's assistant at a nursing home, Amanda says she got off the night shift and napped while the kids watched cartoons. The plan for the day? Shopping for school supplies. The temperature was in the hundreds. She says the kids wanted to swim.
I told them that we couldn't get in the pool today because we were getting ready to go. So they wanted to go outside and play for a few minutes while I got everything ready.
Outside in the yard sat this above-ground pool, 18 feet across, 4 feet deep. Without supervision, it was off limits to the kids, with the pool ladder locked in the shed. Amanda says AJ came into the house.
What did he say?
He said, Mama, Adriana's in the pool. At first, I thought he meant maybe she was by the pool. And I said, okay, well, tell her to come in. And he went back out.
Amanda says as soon as she looked out the back door at AJ, their lives took a tragic turn.
What did you see?
He was raking in the water with his hand, like he was trying to grab her. I ran out the house. When I got to the pool, that's when I seen her. She was face down. She was very purple, very blue.
What was the first thing that entered your mind?
Oh my God. I started giving her CPR. I called 911.
I need an ambulance.
What's wrong, ma'am?
My daughter fell in the pool and she's not breathing.
And she's not breathing? How old is she?
She's 7 years old.
All right, hang on just a second, ma'am.
Oh, God. Her lips are purple. What do I do? Water's just coming out her nose. Please hurry.
Fire Chief Charles Corcoran was the first to respond.
When you arrived on scene, what did you see?
It looked like an accident with the mother kneeling and sobbing and crying. She exhibited all these signs of shock. Adriana was still warm. She was wet. I knelt down and I began CPR.
And what were you thinking?
Let it be successful. I actually thought I had a heartbeat.
And you thought maybe there was a chance?
Yes, I thought there was a chance.
Adriana is airlifted to the nearest hospital. In the ER, Dr. Linda Fox is waiting for the nearly lifeless little girl.
She wasn't breathing. She was limp, cold to touch. It was a very, very ominous presentation. We worked on her for over an hour. We got some pulse back, but it didn't last. She was unable to sustain it.
At 5:05 p.m., Adriana is pronounced dead.
The doctors ultimately told you that Adriana had died. What was your reaction?
Shock. Very much in shock. I literally got sick on my stomach. I brushed her hair. I kissed her. I hugged her. I touched her because I knew that it'd be the last time. The last time I'd see her. I knew right then my baby was gone. And I really, really wished at that moment that I could trade places with her.
Fire Chief Corcoran concludes Adriana had simply slipped trying to get into the pool.
She went in over the side of that pool, leaned too far. She went down into the water and hit her head.
Lieutenant Michael Raley, one of the first investigators at the scene, agrees it's a terrible but common accident.
No indicators of foul play, nothing of that. It was just, a child playing in the pool and drowned.
But within hours, the police would have news that would shatter their theories of what happened. The sole eyewitness, Adriana's 6-year-old brother A.J., has a shocking story they need to hear.
I'm like, what is this about? Just an accident. What's he want to tell us?
Mama, don't sister.
What does that mean?
Drowned.
An accusation from the family's most innocent and unlikely source.
Adrian was laying like this and Mama holding him like this so she wouldn't scream.
Why would he point the finger at you?
I fully believed that my son was coached into saying what he said.